I still very much believe in Ben Johnson. I hope that he finally fixes this franchise and gets it right. That sucked, obviously, last night. It does feel kind of like the same old, same old. You know, the Bears are 15-37 in the Ryan Poles era. And since his declaration that the Bears were going to take the North and never give it back, I'm using the air quotes, obviously. Yeah. Do you know what the Bears' record is versus the division since Ryan Poles declared we're going to take the North and never give it back? You know what it is?
It's 2 and something.
It's 3-16.
Yeah. And the last thing, the most important piece is we're going to take the North and never give it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you.
They just signed him to a contract extension, Carm.
Yeah, I know.
The guy that took the North and never gave it back.
Like, making that declaration.
Never took the North and it never has to go back.
Like, making that declaration and then going 3-16 versus your division for a whopping 158 winning percentage. That's a 158 winning percentage. Like, it couldn't go any worse for you. Like, when Lovey said we're going to beat the Green Bay Packers, do you know what the Bears started doing?
They beat the Green Bay Packers.
They started beating the Packers.
Yeah.
This couldn't be... Like, you couldn't screw it up more gloriously if you tried. They're 3-16 versus their division opponents since Ryan Poles declared they were going to take the North and never give it back.
That's not good, Carm.
It's abysmal.
Yeah.
And, you know, we joked a lot yesterday, like overreaction Monday, the first week of the season. And, you know, I do believe in Ben Johnson. I think he'll get this right. It might take longer than maybe some of us had hoped or wanted because there's got to be a lot that still changes. There's got to be some turnover. I don't know if he has the quarterback he wants either. I really don't know. That performance out of Caleb Williams last night was, I'm sorry, but it's just, it's head-scratching. It's troubling.
It looked great early.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
But it did. It did look great early. Did it not look good early? I mean, he was taking his check downs. He was forcing the Minnesota Vikings to realize that, listen, he's going to be patient. He's going to wait us out. He's going to take the cheap stuff. He's going to take the layups. He's going to take the little 3-footers. That's what he's going to take. We're not to stop that offense. We're going to have to go ahead and we're going to have to adjust and we're going to have to come up and it might let things get hit behind us. The problem was when things were open behind, he couldn't get the football there.
Well, that's what I mean.
No, I got it, but it started out well early. Just letting you know, I was feeling all warm and tingly inside.
He completed 60% of his passes, which is even, you know, that in itself.
So after he was 10-10, what did he complete?
Brutal.
After he was 10-10, 10 of 10, what did he complete the rest of the way out? Unfortunately, that's what we get to see a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like
21 of 35.
5 of
21 of 35.
Is that
right?
what it was? Yeah,
I think that's what he was. So he was 11 of 20. 11 of 25.
25. Yeah.
11 of 25. Sub 50%.
Yeah.
He was under 50% the rest of the way home.
His completion percentage, depending on which site you look at, was anywhere between 8 and 13 percentage points below expectation. Warren Sharp had whatever site he uses for his data had him as dead last. One site I checked had him about 5th worst for the weekend. Sharp's data had him dead last for the week in completion percentage below expectation. It's just not good enough. I mean, the miss to DJ Moore, I don't know what to say about it. Like, it's not okay. Oh, it happens. I mean, the game's on the line. You're at home. You've already went down your leg, and you miss a walk-in touchdown because you are so wildly inaccurate. Even the throw to Komet, that was a horse crap throw. Yeah. Komet made the play.
Right.
Even that throw. Where's it going?
The throw to Odunze that Odunze missed when he was like 3 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Trying to come down with the ball that was grossly overthrown. And I get it. The corner was coming. I don't know if you saw the corner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The corner was in the flat coverage early. Saw him eyeballing that deeper route. And he started to break on that deeper route. So you've got to avoid that guy. But you've got to get the ball there. You've got to get the ball there where Odunze can catch it. Even if it's 2 feet lower, he's got a better chance of coming down with that ball there than the one that's so damn high that nobody can get up there and get that. Not the great John Stallworth, not the great Ouija Thompson, the great Harold Carmichael, all guys that were 6 foot plus.
Caleb had the highest off-target percentage rate of any quarterback in week 1. Again, depending on which site you might visit if you're looking at some of the over-under expectation completion percentage numbers. He's going to be in the bottom 5. One site had him dead last for the week amongst all quarterbacks to play, all 32 quarterbacks to play this week. He was brutal in the second half, just absolutely brutal. And, okay, True Fan Travel and ESPN Chicago are teaming up for the ultimate fan getaway to Sin City. That's right. We're going to see the Bears take on the Raiders in Vegas at the end of September. It's going to be great.
What do you get? Round-trip airfare. You get a 3-night stay at Mandalay Bay. You got special live broadcasts of all the fellas. We're going to be there, guys. It's going to be Friday. It's going to be Saturday. It's going to be all the stuff on Sunday. It's going to be fantastic. You get to meet the ESPN Radio Chicago 1000 team, all-inclusive tailgate with all the bells and the whistles. Tickets to the Bears-Raiders game, which is probably the most important thing in the world, and there's more to come.
All right, spots are limited, so do not wait. Reserve your spot today at truefantravel.com.
Boom.
At some point, he's going on almost 20 games started in this league. And why the feet are still... And I won't pretend to be any kind of expert on quarterback mechanics, okay? Ever. But we all watch, most of us watch enough football to know you can watch certain things and go, why does that look like that? And I don't know. Watch other quarterbacks play. I'm not telling you how he has to do it. I can't teach the mechanics of it or what it should look like. I know what it shouldn't look like.
Does he have happy feet?
That's a good explanation of it.
Does he have happy feet? Do his feet move more than MC Hammer's feet move when he's dancing?
And there's just no feel for that pocket whatsoever. None. And I don't... Okay, it's only 18 starts. Yeah, that's not a ton, but it's also kind of getting to the point where you're like, why are you not getting it? And when we talk about the other great quarterbacks in this league and the little things they do to reset the pocket or avoid pressure... That's what high-level quarterback play is all about in this league. And I don't – when will we see it? When will we see it? But that was dreadful last night, and it's not just on Caleb. There's so many things to take apart here.
It took Aikman into his second year. It took Favre into his fourth year. So you're asking me, when will you see it? I'm telling you, these are real-life situations.
Took Baker a while.
Of guys, when it takes them. Yeah, it took Baker a long time. But Baker was going to need to do it with somebody else.
Yeah.
It was never going to happen in Cleveland for him. So he moved 2 other teams, right? This is his 4th team in Tampa Bay. So that's the way it worked. It was his 4th team.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
And it finally worked out for him, so good for him.
So how long do we wait then, Yerk? I guess we have to continue to be patient.
Listen, if there's talent there, and there was talent there with Favre, obviously there was talent there with Favre, but it didn't roll. Remember the one year he threw 25 interceptions. They still believed in him. They were thinking about putting a hook and putting Brunell in the game. They were thinking about it, but they didn't. They were patient at the quarterback position. Now, Caleb Williams, who is he?
I have no clue.
Is he a guy that can ascend and become a top-flight quarterback in this league, or is he Justin Fields with nail polish? Who is he? That's what they've got to find out. That's what they've got to deduce.
Yeah.
The problem is Ryan Poles is incapable of finding out. He's not. You can't rely on him. You've got to go to your coach. You got to go to your offense coordinator, quarterback coach, your offensive people. You've got to look at them to find out whether they can or they can't. Whether this is the guy that's going to be able to do that or he's not going to be able to do that. And, for me, you got to give him the year. I believe you've got to give him the year. Then you've got to make a decision after that.
I agree. I understand that.
That's what I believe.
I'm just frustrated. The fan in me is frustrated and wondering when is this going to start to click more? Yeah. When I thought a whole off season with Ben Johnson and the tutelage and everything else, maybe it'll be in week 5, maybe it'll be in week 6, maybe it'll never happen. I really don't know. I know that last night was not good. It was downright dreadful in the second half. It was not good. There was a lot. The kicking situation, every guy in the league's banging 50-yarders. Now they've got the balls that they get to play with, too. I know that sounds dirty. they get to work in the K balls a little bit. That's a rules change this year.
But they always were able to do it before, and then they changed the rule like 4 or 5 years ago.
No, they changed it like in, I think, the late 90s, I was reading.
Oh,
no.
Well, maybe it was the late 90s because I got out of the game in 1999. But no, they used to take that football. I used to watch Brian Barker and Mike Hollis literally sit there and rub them footballs to get the wax off on AstroTurf.
Right.
And they'd work it. And they'd put a little chamois on there, put a little some conditioner on there, and get those balls, a little bit softer. And they'd also like them inflated a little bit higher.
Right.
So it was kicking more like a bigger, rounder ball, so they flew further.
I think it was 99 as you were getting out of that. They changed that rule. Now they changed it back. So now it should be even more favorable for the kickers. You had the guy on the other sideline tie Soldier Field record with a 59-yarder.
59-yarder.
Your guy can't make a 50-yarder. And then, to me, what happened at the end of the game, and I'll put a little this on Ben Johnson as much as I love him. If you have any doubt that your limp leg kicker can't get the ball through the end zone, guess what you do there?
Yeah.
Guess what you do?
Noodle leg.
Kick it out of bounds and let them have the ball at the 40. What difference does it make?
That's it, yes.
You could not afford to let
the time go
off the clock.
An old noodle leg couldn't get the ball out of the end zone.
And if old limp leg can, if you have any doubt, hello, McFly, kick the ball out of bounds. Mm-hmm. What were the coaches doing?
Are we the only team in the league that's got a limp-legged
You
kicker?
got a guy that can't kick the ball through the end zone.
Oh, boy.
And then the punter, too. I mean, forget it. It's nonsense to even talk about. But I mean,
let's draft another guy. I don't know how to draft players, so I'm going to draft a punter.
Like, what in the holy...
This game, Brian pulls a contract extension.
Honestly, what in the holy hell?
And you know how that finishes. Kid.
I know. So there's so much disturbing. There's so much that was unsettling about that last night.
Can I get something positive?
Sure.
Just real quick. Let's end it on a positive note. We're at 0.
We're just starting.
I know.
Oh, you mean the break?
And this thing on a positive note. I thought Dio brought the energy. He brought the funk. I sat and I asked myself, what in the hell is this guy all about? You kept it in reserve the whole time. You didn't want to show anybody anything in the preseason. You succeeded. I thought his first half was exceptional. I thought he was victimized on a couple of penalty calls that weren't actually penalties. I don't know what the hell the refereeing was doing yesterday. If that guy was a brand new official, that guy needs to go back to the drawing board because some of the calls that he made were horrific yesterday. The holding call on Darnell, right?
That was bad.
Idiotic. Yeah, that was not roughing the quarterback. He didn't get him in the face. He didn't get him anywhere near the throat. He got him in the chest where you're supposed to get a guy. He was right there. He didn't finish on top of him the way they finished on top of Caleb Williams. It was ridiculous yesterday. But the second half, he lost contain a couple of times, Dio. Sucked in on the run. J.J. McCarthy kept it around the outside. Yeah. Do your job. Clear it, and then converge on the ball. Make sure the handoff is there, and then converge on the football.
Jurko always says, don't go running hell-bent for election.
Yeah. You've got to do your job.
Do your
job. When you clear it, then you go.
Do your job.
Do your job.
All right, we'll take all your Bears calls. As Hoodie always says, if you're on the line, you're going to get on with us today, all right? So 312-332-3776.
Henry.
Oh, Henry.
And Viking Scott laughed his ass off all night.
Do you want to start with Henry when we come back? We
Sure.
can.
I love
312-332-ESPN if you want to ring us up. Takeaways, things that really pissed you off, and there's plenty of it. I mean, it's feels like it's never going to end. Maybe someday it will. Maybe even this year. Maybe Ben figures it out a little bit more. Things start to change. Caleb gets better. They become more efficient. I don't know. The inaccuracy is just troubling to me. It was a problem last year. That miss to DJ Moore just can't happen. It can't. I mean, really, 2 misses to DJ. I know Cap was pretty hot and bothered that they went for it on the 4th down. We can get into that as we go along. Pitch and catch. Pitch and catch to DJ Moore, one of your best players. And you can't hit that play. So if the inaccuracy, if this is going to be it and it can't get cleaned up, I don't know how it ever hits to the level that we expected it to hit or that it has to hit for them to be great. It's very troubling. 312-332-ESPN. It's a Bears